Hello and welcome back to my real estate blog. So here we are in April, and I wanted to give you a recap of what happened in the first quarter of the year because it's pretty exciting and there's a lot of different things happening in the marketplace. And this is usually the topic that gets us the most feedback and the people have the most interest in what's going on in the marketplace. So as you know, I kind of break it down to some numbers. So some interesting things I've noticed happening. One, most of the market in terms of sales is down, except for a few little pockets. Some of the prices are flat, some have risen a little bit in the last year, and some of the inventory has climbed whilst others have stayed somewhat level. So I'm going to go into that detail. I wanted to also just say thank you before I even get started, because last year in 2013 was the best year we've ever had as a real estate team, and we ended up being ranked 25 out of over 50,000 RE/MAX agents, 25 in the country, and the team is really me and Lindsay who do most of the selling, and then our support team of Vicky and Melody. And so most of the teams that have done more either have 10, 12, 6, 8 salespeople and are in bigger, more expensive marketplace. So we feel very proud, and we owe it all to our great customers and clients like you who have referred us business, come to us, and use us as your preferred vendor. So thank you so much for that. So to get to the stats, so the city of San Luis Obispo had a huge jump in sales. We went from 82 last year in the first quarter to 104, and this is condos, homes, PUDs. Doesn't include mobile homes, doesn't include lands, doesn't include apartment buildings, just condos, homes, PUDs. So I did that comparison straight across. So we had a 26% increase in sales. The prices were virtually the same, and our inventory was virtually the same. So big jump, and we noticed it because we do a lot of business here in town. Now it's interesting, if you go to Arroyo Grande, they actually had a drop off of about 15% in sales, and the prices increased about 12%. And what I notice when I go through these things is you'll see wherever we had a big increase in prices, we've had, over the past year, we've had a large drop in sales. Okay, so I'll get to what that means to you in a minute. In Paso Robles, we had a 20% drop in sales, 2014 first quarter versus 2013. Our inventory in Paso Robles went from basically, this is just the city limits, okay, but it's a year-over-year comparison, from 53 listings up to 93, so it's virtually doubling in 1 year. So that's a big increase in inventory, and they had the highest increase in price. Last year average price, this year average price increase of 24%. So biggest increase in prices caused a big increase in the supply sitting on the market because people got priced out of the market basically, and we had the biggest drop in average number of sales by 20%. Pismo Beach, huge drop in sales. Last year we had 45. This year we had 24. So we had, again, a big drop in prices in 2014 versus 2013. Price was essentially flat. Our inventory is still a little bit low, okay, in Pismo. So certain areas they're selling quickly, and when we have a good listing, it still sells quickly, but it's a huge drop in prices. I was kind of shocked by it, quite honestly. And then Atascadero, last area I just pulled up for comparison purposes, virtually the same number of sales year over year. Pretty healthy jump in prices. The average price went up 14% in Atascadero. And our inventory, because of that increase in price, is now up by 40%, number of homes. So, as I read one economist who once said, the cure for low prices is low prices. If prices are low, people buy things, they get bid up. The cure for high prices is high prices. When the prices get high, people have to back up off, not as many people can afford a home, so the sales drop, inventory rises. So it usually just means if you've had a good run-up, it's probably not going to last, and if it's gone down, that's probably not going to last. So what does that tell me? I think going forward, we're going to have a pretty stable market. I don't think sellers in San Luis Obispo going into the second and third quarters are going to be able to be as aggressive with their pricing as they were. And that happened last year. It just happened for about the first 6 months, then it slowed down. I've already talked to several agents, and probably the last 2 weeks, this is the end of April, 21st, 22nd, last 2 weeks we've noticed a real difference, a little change in the mood in the marketplace. So that's what's happened. If you have any questions about that, how it affects you, certainly give me a call. Obviously the markets go up and down all the time, and if you ask me about a certain neighborhood, one might be up, one might be down. Okay, but that's a general overview of the marketplace. Hope you find that helpful. If you have any questions, call us, 781-3750. And again, just thank you so much for everything you do and for supporting us as a real estate company so well. Have a great day.